Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. Today we are celebrating Dahyun's birthday and you guys sent me a bunch of stuff from her for like songs to check out to celebrate her birthday. Unfortunately, a bunch of her stuff that's like the piano covers and stuff are like Twice songs that I haven't gotten to yet. So I put them on my list of things and I will get to them someday. I promise I won't forget about them, but I'll have to wait to check them out after I've heard the original songs. I know I do these reactions to their covers of songs that I've never heard before. Like today, I do not know the original of Monster. I've never heard it before. I don't think so. Maybe I have. But when it comes to like Twice songs, I definitely want to hear it for the first time with the whole group, like the original recording, and then we can go back and we can check out her covers of those songs. But I am so excited for this because Dahyun is one of those members that stuck out to me like early on in getting into the group, and I'm just really excited to get to focus on her voice and get to really see what she brings to the table. She's just super adorable too, so I'm sure that this music video that has been put together for this cover is going to be just so good. So let's get into this because I don't know what to expect. I don't know what the vibe's gonna be, but I'm very excited to get to focus in on another one of the members individually.
I see your monsters, I see your pain. Tell me your problems, I'll chase them away. I'll be your lighthouse, I'll make it okay. When I see your monsters, I'll stand there so brave and chase them all away.
Oh, I wasn't ready to like go immediately into her vocals with just like the acoustic guitar in the back. I'm like in my feelings. We're like 20 seconds in.
When I see your monsters, I'll stand there so brave and chase them all away. In a dark we stand apart. We never see that the things we need are staring right at us. You just wanna hide, never show you smart. Stand alone when you need someone. It's the hardest thing ever that you see are the bad memories. Take your time and you'll find it.
Oh, before we get into like the chorus and stuff, I love the kind of like simplified production on this. Like it's just like the acoustic guitar really and her vocal. She's staying in like a very like middle range, but there's something about something like the lyrics of it too that I'm just like in my feelings. There's something about seeing her, in kind of these candid shots in the MV that just make me kind of like emotional because like I want her to be happy and I know that like that can't be all the time, right? We all go through things in our life and we all have just moments where we're just not going to be happy, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's hard sometimes to see people that you care about or that you think deserve to be much happier than maybe they seem. And with idols, I think it's hard because they have to look happy. Hopefully they are most of the time. I want to believe that. But even if they're not feeling happy, even if they're having an off day, they have to perform, right? They have to be entertainers, and a lot of the time the more like vulnerable or darker sides to what they're going through doesn't like seep through because it's not supposed to, right? So it can be kind of difficult to really know what's going on with them and going on in their head, and like that's fine because we don't really have like a right to that, right? I'm not sitting here saying like I want to know everything that's going on in an idol's life, a performer's life, that I have like some kind of right to that. It's fine if they're going through something they don't want it to be part of their performances, be part of their idol life. Like even for me, like I've gone through stuff having this YouTube channel, and the reason that I don't like have that out in my videos is because I use my videos as like a way of getting out of that headspace, right? Like I get so caught up in my feelings or my thoughts that making YouTube videos, which is just like I call it my happy bubble, that I get to like escape into for a little while. I don't want that to be like infected by some of like the darkness going on in my life. I want to just like stay in that happy bubble for like a break from all the other things. So it's like fine if they want to do that too, like I understand, but it has this kind of melancholy to it, right? With kind of this middle range, more subdued vocal in general. She doesn't have like a really belting kind of tone anyway, and it wouldn't fit with the song with like the acoustic guitar and stuff, but seeing kind of this softer voice with these kind of candid shots and like the Polaroid kind of feel to them, even like the crop of the video, it just makes me like a little bit melancholy because I'm like, I want you to be happy all the time. Does that make sense? I'm sure it probably makes sense to everyone watching this, especially for her birthday. I just want her to be happy.
You just wanna hide, 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 never show you smile, smile. Stand alone when you need someone. It's the hardest thing of all that you see. All the bad, bad, bad memories. Take your time and you'll find it. I see your monsters, I see your pain. Tell me your problems, I'll chase them away. I'll be your lighthouse, I'll make it okay. When I see
Vocal
your
rundown.
monsters, I'll stand there so brave and chase them all away. I'll chase them all
I like the strings coming in.
away.
Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted that vocal. I love the strings. I feel like it's kind of this, I don't know, at least like the way that I feel like she's portraying it, because like through her acting and stuff, obviously because like the lyrical content, she's chosen the song probably because she connects with what the lyrics are happening, like she likes the song in and of itself. It has this feeling of like wanting to cheer someone up, right? Like seeing someone be down and like, you know, hiding their smile and that kind of a thing, and saying like, I see all the darkness too, and I also want you to be okay. Like I want to help you through, you know, dealing with those monsters and stuff. And I feel like it's almost the reverse of what I was talking about before with idols, where like we only ever see the bright side of it, right? We see the sunshine regardless of all the other things that might be going on. And I feel like through like the way that the music video is put together and the way that Dahyun herself is like kind of acting through it, is that there's this feeling of like, you almost see like her smile slip a little bit. And maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I feel like that's what's happening. And it's like, you know, her being in these videos and the pictures and on like it seemed like a live stream or whatever of kind of the persona again of what are you like in like these snapshots of your life, of like when you're on a live stream, when you're in a photo that you're going to post, when you're in like a little cute video, like what is your life portrayed in that, and you wanting to be kind of the sunshine regardless of what's going on. And I feel like it's kind of, you know, in this case it's like I want to be the light when you were dealing with monsters, right? Like wanting to be the kind of idol that people can escape into so that they don't have to think about all of the darkness, that they have gone through all the pain and things like that. But it doesn't mean that they haven't gone through stuff too. And it's almost like this double side of it, right? Like it's kind of like me talking about making my videos, is like I like to kind of escape into them, where it's like, you know, getting to watch music videos, getting to listen to music, getting to watch other things in my videos where people are happy and having fun, and there's kind of like this beauty to it, this polished feeling to it, so that I can escape from my stuff that I'm going through. But I think it's also the other way around for idols. I hope so, where it's like talking to people who are fans and things also kind of brightens their day as well. I know for me, reading comments and stuff always makes me feel better. I love reading through comments on my videos. Comment away, just tell me what's going on in your life, because I love it. I have so much fun. It's one of my favorite things. I get to like post a video and then I'm like waiting for like comments to start coming in so that I get to like read through them and respond and things like that. So I hope that that's kind of the feeling that they have too, of if they're going through a hard time, that they get to kind of see the things that people who are fans of theirs and inspire them kind of make things and share stuff with them of like their experience. Did I finish a thought there? I don't know if I finished a thought, but I interrupted a vocal moment, so I'm gonna let her finish.
You've got the chance to see the light, even in the darkest night.
She's so cute.
And I will be here like you were for me. So just let me in.
It's even like that lyric of like, I'll be here like you were for me, right? Like I feel like it's like that back and forth, at least in this context. I don't know what it is in the original, but I feel like Dahyun's intent with this one is that back and forth between like twice at once, right? Of wanting to make things that brighten up your fans' day, but then in return your fans brighten up your day too, right? Like I want to make videos because I want to like hopefully brighten up somebody's day. I don't know. I hope so. That's kind of my goal with it, right? Like I make videos because it's a lot of fun for me, and then hopefully it's a lot of fun for other people. I know I love watching reactions, so it's something that I've been on the other side of as well. But then also it's like getting to, read through comments and having that brighten up my day, just getting to like connect with people about stuff that we love, and getting to kind of set aside the darkness for a little while and just focus on something else for a little while when I don't want to be like stuck in my feelings. And I feel like that's something that idols go through too, because like it's tough being an idol. Like again, I only know this from the outside. I've never been an idol. I don't want to be an idol. It sounds like a lot. I couldn't handle it. My lungs aren't great. I wouldn't last a day. So it's hard. They put a lot of themselves into what they do. They spend a lot of time doing it. It's their whole life, right? And because of that, they go through a lot of hard times. And I know that Twice have had moments, especially kind of like what people fill me in at like the start of their journey and stuff like that. And then definitely with popularity comes a lot of negativity as well, a lot of hate that gets thrown your way. So I'm sure that they've dealt with a lot of stuff. And when you're in those moments, I hope that it's great that they can go and see what Once is doing and their comments and their creations. And I know for me, talking to Once is a delight. I have so much fun. You guys are like the sweetest people. It's like you say some of the most adorable, sweet things on the planet. It's great. I love getting to read your comments. So I hope that they get to feel that as well. And I like that kind of back and forth between the two of them of just trying to be like comfort. And I know that if we ever knew that they were going through something, which I'm sure to some extent Once has found out that there's something going on with them that has affected them negatively, or they've been going through a hard time, probably not the full extent in the moment. A lot of the time with idols, we kind of find out things that happened later on. It's something that they share a story on a live stream or an interview, or it shows up in a song or something like that. And we kind of have to retroactively go through that time when that thing happened and think about, the performances and the live streams and the things that they did at that time and how it must have affected them and things like that. And we try to comfort them, right? Because we care. And even though it's like a parasocial relationship, I hope that we would bring comfort to that. But her vocal run is great that she did. I love the kind of like vocal fry and little like cries that she's putting in at the end of different phrases. Her voice is just so like sweet. And I feel like I'm used to her kind of taking on more of like a rap kind of side, kind of like the same with like Taeyang. When I heard her song, her solo, Her Birthday, I'm used to her being like either a rapper or having like some lines here and there in the songs, at least where I'm at. I'm sure that hopefully she gets a moment where there's other things going on with what she's doing in the group and things like that. So just getting to like focus on like how sweet her voice sounds in this. And she's just adorable. Like, can we talk about like how cute the braids are with the glasses? It was really cute. Her smile too. Ooh, a little vocal run in the back. Ooh, that vocalization just went through my whole body. I don't know what it was, but it hit different. Ooh. Oh, I loved all like the layered vocals too in that one, where she had like multiple layers to her voice in that one. That was so sweet, which I knew would probably happen. I'm sure that people have told me that like there's the melody projects and stuff, but like that Dahyun has like specific videos that she puts out as gifts. Maybe that's like where all the covers are coming from for her birthday, where she wants to like put out a gift, even though it's her birthday. just need to do that, but we appreciate it. She just seems like such a sweet person, and I love getting to hear just like her sweet vocals, like getting to see her. I love the nostalgia in that music video with the kind of Polaroid feeling to the photos, almost like some POV and things like that of her just kind of living normal life. And I hope that she gets to do that sometimes. I worry, okay? I get very worried about idols and how like being an idol is like their whole life, and I'm like, but also be a person, you know? And just like the song itself is really sweet. I feel like the song makes me a little emotional because of like the lyrical content of it, but super sweet overall. I feel like there was something like very comforting to that song. Again, haven't heard the original, so I don't know how much of it is like from that and how much of it is me just like becoming too much of a fan of this group, you know, that like I feel like I'm constantly in my feelings. Like just seeing them makes me a little bit in my feelings in general, but I feel like it's a comfort, but it's not in the same way of like some of the other songs where you'll hear a song and it feels like cozy. I feel like this one is like that emotion, right? Like there's this feeling of it's okay for you to feel stuff to the way that she delivered it, and the kind of acting that she put into it, that it's like, I know that you're going through stuff and you need to just feel it so that you can get to a point where it doesn't affect you the same way, right? Where you can smile and you can move on and it becomes something that's in your past and it still affects you and it's still always going to be there in your past, but it doesn't have to like dictate everything in your present, right? So I just feel like that's the feeling, like it's that moment of like you like kind of struggling and fighting through, and then like Dahyun's like there and she's like, you can cry now if you need to, and I'm like, okay. That's the feeling that I have, like I'm like on the edge of where I'm like, yeah, okay. So I feel like that's such a sweet thing. I don't know when it was released, if it was released on her birthday, like this time last year. If it was, I feel like that's a great message to kind of put out at that time of like her saying like, I'm here and you're here for me and we'll get through it, you know, like we'll get through this whole thing together. But I hope that you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click those playlist to go see my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so you don't miss the next time I post a Twice reaction, including a fun compilation to continue Dahyun's birthday, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!